Hello and welcome to the program. This is Energy and You, a show that brings you weekly developments of activities in Nigeria's energy sector with a focus on NNPC Limited. I'm Egusa Egumbo. NNPC Foundation unveils business opportunities for over 2,000 youth corps members to mitigate the challenges of youth unemployment. The aim is to provide them with a platform to launch their financial independence. Details of these stories and more in just a moment. Please join us again. Let's begin the show with a look at top energy stories from around the globe this week, as well as international oil prices. Oil prices climbed at the start of the week, driven by forecasts of a supply deficit due to peak summer consumption and OPEC Plus production cuts. However, the gains were capped by rising output from other producers and the potential for economic volatility resulting from a changing political landscape. Brent crude futures rose 42 cents to $85.42 a barrel. China is setting up a new entity that groups national oil producers and other state firms to search for ultra-deep oil and gas reserves and tackle harder to extract non-conventional resources. This is an answer to President Xi Jinping's call for the sector to have new productive forces that will contribute to the country's energy security. Saudi Arabia's state oil producer Aramco left unchanged its official selling price for liquefied petroleum gas in July, while Algeria's Sonatrach raised OSPs for LPG by 11 to 18% due to a rising demand from the Mediterranean region. Aramco's July OSP for propane was stable at $580 per metric ton, as well as for butane at $565 per ton. The stage is now set for 2,659 members of the National Youth Service Corps to achieve their long-held dreams of financial independence after qualifying for the business pitching exercise of NNPC Foundation's innovative financial literacy program for Nigerian youths. Here's a report.
Conceptualized and birthed as a veritable springboard to tackling the nagging challenge of post-graduation youth unemployment, the exercise, which runs from July 2nd to 10th, 2024, kicked off in February last year with the engagement of over 284,000 corps members, with the number reduced to 2,659 following rigorous training and assessments by a team of NNPC Foundation-powered assessors. Speaking on the exercise, the Managing Director of NNPC Foundation, Mrs. Emanuela Arukwe, said the selection criteria will focus on the feasibility and sustainability of the business idea, market relevance, competitive edge and innovation, scalability, potential impact on the community, and the entrepreneurial spirit of the core members.
We're having a program that's a partnership with NYSC and our partners Kodimata to bring financial literacy to the core members, because we are very passionate about the young people and we think this is a demography. If they are financially literate, they can make better informed decisions.
The program began with financial literacy and refresher training sessions encompassing 23 modules designed to equip participants with the necessary tools for success in the realms of business and finance. During the pitching exercise, projects that stand out will receive startup packs, business advisory services, and opportunities to scale their ventures. The target is to reach 2023 batches B and C serving youth corps members across the 6 geopolitical zones, 36 states, and the Federal Capital Territory FCT Abuja.
The next stage is a stage in which they will be giving so much information as to how to run businesses to make sure that their businesses succeed. And after that, we now do the pitching, in which we now select from those who are properly trained, the right entrepreneurs, by giving them startup kits for them to now go ahead to now start up their own businesses.
The whole essence actually is to train young people on how best to manage their finances and grooming them to become good managers of resources, financial resources. And I'm pretty sure that we'll see them utilizing their funds well, because they have been told that you don't just earn money and squander it, but you earn, maintain, and multiply it.
We learned the importance to save and how to categorize our finances in order to help us grow, which was very wonderful.
I am thrilled that NNPC took their time to do this for us, because educating us on financial literacy is really, really important, and I am happy that I got to understand how to multiply my money, not just earning, which is very important, multiplying the money so that in the future I don't get to suffer.
The NNPC Foundation is the corporate social responsibility arm of NNPC Limited. Its initiatives focus on enhancing Nigeria's socio-economic development through targeted interventions in education, health, the environment, access to energy, and youth empowerment to foster economic empowerment, promote entrepreneurship, and support sustainable development across the nation.
Up next is an update on the fight against crude oil theft and pipeline vandalism by NNPC Limited.
The war on crude oil theft is on, and the industry-wide security collaboration on hydrocarbon infrastructure continues to record remarkable progress. Between the 22nd to 28th of June 2024, a total of 256 incidents were recorded across several locations in the Niger Delta region from several incident sources. Chevron Nigeria Limited, Tantita Security Services, Shell Petroleum Development Company, Pipeline Infrastructure Nigeria Limited. 38 illegal connections were uncovered this week across several locations in the Niger Delta. In Bayelsa State, several were discovered on the Nigeria-Ajib oil pipelines. Others were removed in Ogbeimbiri. In Rivers State, illegal pipelines were discovered in swamps, dug up, and detached. Also in Abia State, 108 illegal refineries were deactivated in the past week. In Alakri in Rivers State, a cluster of illegal refineries were destroyed in the swamps. In Cawthorne Channel 2, Watson Point, Okreka, Degema, and Tombo, several more were destroyed, bringing years of thriving illegal businesses to a halt. Also in southern Ijo, 8 illegal storage sites were discovered in sacks, drums, and oil pits in Rivers and Imo State. 2 cases of oil spill were recorded in Bayelsa State and Rivers State. On land, 16 vehicles conveying stolen crude and illegally refined products were arrested in Rivers, Bayelsa, Delta, and Akwa Ibom State. On water, 35 wooden boats conveying stolen crude were seized and confiscated in Bayelsa State, Rivers, and Sapele in Delta State. 32 of these incidents took place in the deep blue water, 33 in the western region, 123 in the central region, and 68 in the eastern region. Between the 22nd and 28th of June 2024, 35 suspects were arrested. For NNPC Limited, there is no backing down on the war on crude oil theft until the menace is eradicated for good. To report crude oil theft or suspicious activities within your area, call the numbers on your screen now, or send an email to report@stopcrudetheft.com. Handsome rewards await the whistleblower. Do your part. Report oil theft today.
Still to come, NNPC Limited intensifies its growth trajectory with more innovations. Plus, as the 2024 NOG Energy Week begins, participants showcase investment opportunities to meet energy demands. Please stay with us. You're still watching Energy and You. Now, the National Energy Company has continued to apply different strategies that would set it on a path for greater business growth and efficiency. The latest in a string of tools deployed by the company is OneStream, a digitized software solution within the workplace. It's aimed at standardizing business processes across the company. An executive awareness workshop was organized for business leaders to familiarize themselves with the workings of the automated platform, with a session that highlighted the role that OneStream plays in various business entities.
Under the theme Enabling Success, Navigating the Future with OneStream, the 4-day Executive Awareness Workshop brought together business leaders of NNPC Limited who were taught the workings and utilization of the automated business solution. The integration of the OneStream solution into NNPC's business processes highlights the software's capabilities to cater to the company's multiple business streams and establish a single source for business records and transactions.
This is the first of, I think, several awareness sessions, but this probably for me is one of the most important, really, because this now gives you the background and all. The others, will come after we go live. Until, of course, we stabilize the system, until people feel comfortable using it, our job is not done. Okay, so we have a support structure that will follow this.
NNPC's OneStream systems, applications, and products, SAP, is made up of 4 unique components, namely SAP S/4HANA, an enterprise resource planning software for improved business processes and unparalleled efficiency. SAP Ariba, a software that enables spend management solution for sourcing and procurement. SAP SuccessFactors, a human capital management tool for improved organizational agility. And SAP Concur, a travel and expense management software for improved visibility and control. Over the 4 days period, quality interactions took place while demonstration and practical sessions on the navigations of the software solution were held. During the OneStream fireside chat, business leaders spoke on the role the automation will provide to the growth of the various business operations handled by their entities.
We've always been keen on stopping transactional items. We've always wanted to focus on strategic items. So this has given us a role. So I think I'm lucky to have a team that is already prepared, already eager to have automation solve a lot of our problems. And with the way we are moving in our HR space, data is what we are going to use to take all decisions around people, around things. So this gives us an opportunity. So for us in our own teams, we feel that this is really, really key to our survival, because data is the new way we want to use to do all HR activities.
There will be that ease of access to one version of the truth. So you have one report available across the board for each process and for each step. So that availability of one version of the truth is critical, especially for our business as NNPC.
The long-term vision we have for NNPC Retail is actually the customer is completely in control of his own process. He places the order, he pays, he sees where the truck is, and once the trucks arrive, he approves that he's received the product, the invoice goes automatically. There's almost no human interaction necessary from anybody within NLM.
For me here, we're talking about change management. So change management is all about maximizing return on investment. And so the organization has invested and is still investing a lot of money to bring about this solution. Now, these business leaders, it is change management, so it is top driven. So they are very critical stakeholders. So we want them to fully understand what OneStream is all about. We want them to also have hands-on, because as business leaders they have roles to play in terms of processes on OneStream, approvals and co.
The OneStream solution is considered as a game changer in revolutionizing NNPC's business processes and enhancing its operational efficiency in line with global standardized practices. The software also marks a significant milestone in NNPC's digital transformation drive, underscoring the economic recognition and importance the company places on the continuous improvement of its business processes and data assets.
In efforts to instill good ethical conduct on its operations, NNPC Limited's Governance, Risk and Compliance Division recently held a Business Ethics Roadshow at some of its business units in Abuja. Here are details of this event.
Themed Entrenching Ethical Culture, Walking the Talk, the GRC division of the company has taken the step to actually walk the talk by sensitizing staff on its code of conduct. The initiative aimed at enlightening and collaborating with the staff on the company's code of conduct and its strict implementation had management and staff in attendance. At the NNPC Foundation and NNPC Medical Services Limited, Mrs. Morjanatu Gamawa, head of business ethics at GRC, emphasized the significance of the roadshow, describing it as a crucial platform for sensitizing staff about the importance of adhering to the company's code of conduct to build and maintain a positive reputation.
Colleagues, we are here today because we want to change the way things work in NNPC. Beyond designing a code that is beautiful, that is world-class, and keeping it in the workplace, we want to create the culture of ensuring that we implement everything to build a reputation of the company. The MD has said it all. We're going towards IPO. It is not business as usual. The market space in which we operate is not the way things are before. We're a commercial entity. We are now focused on creating value for shareholders.
The Managing Director of NNPC Foundation, Mrs. Manuela Arukwe, and Mr. Charles White, representing the Managing Director of NNPC Medical Services Limited, also expressed their support for the roadshow, highlighting the importance of the event's theme and its relevance to the company's operations.
I'm quite elated this morning to have the business ethics come to visit the foundation and have this roadshow with us. As we know, business ethics is one of the areas, key components senior management emphasizes upon. We are now a private limited company, and we know that as a private limited company, a lot of things are expected of us. There's a lot of things that are expected of us. One of the things that marks up a company is its ethical, that brands a company, it's how far, how it's really not really what the company does, but how it's perceived by outsiders, especially ethically.
For the success of any business, you must have ethics, etiquettes, and culture. And one of the things about the culture of a company, it determines the way your business goes, it determines the outcome of your business, and it determines how successful you can be.
During the event, staff were thoroughly briefed on the company's code of conduct and encouraged to ensure its full implementation in their daily activities. By reinforcing the importance of ethical practices, NNPC Limited aims to foster a culture of integrity and accountability among its workforce.
The Nigeria Oil and Gas Conference and Exhibition, NOG Energy Week 2024, has opened in Abuja, with energy stakeholders set to brainstorm on West Africa's energy demands. The annual international conference is an avenue where stakeholders and energy experts come together, discuss and showcase business opportunities within the energy sector. Energy and You caught up with some exhibitors and participants who spoke on the benefits of the conference to Nigeria, the energy sector, and their overall expectations from this year's outing.
When you look at our oil and gas sector, there are massive capacity that is waiting to be used in the African market or AFCFTA market. So for me, my own word or take home for everyone is take advantage of the continental market based on the capacity you have built, particularly in the services sector.
There's a lot of emphasis on renewables, on energy sustainability, and those are the areas we'll go into in the future, and they're required for Nigeria. And I see Nigeria as a place with a lot of opportunities, especially with regard to the, like I mentioned in my panel, the carbon markets, carbon credits, where we make a lot of money from Europe and all those people that are flaring energy. By a company that we partnered with, NATO Gas, is already benefiting from that. So those are things that we can do to deepen the industry and make it grow.
We also want to participate in the transition for the gas initiative. So our aim is to let more people know our gas equipment series so that we can provide more cost-effective and quality products to the industry to benefit the whole gas chain.
The capacity is in country, so for us to meet that energy demand, we need to look inwards as well. And that's why we're also showcasing to show that we can actually provide and as well as meet that demand to attain the goals for the Energy Week this week.
For us, energy is huge, energy is big. We partner with the energy team to actually bring people into Nigeria, and from the people in Nigeria to bring them into FCT, and then let's see how we can help the economy of the nation to move forward.
Now, with the drive to utilize Nigeria's abundant natural gas deposits, the importance of compressed natural gas to the development of Nigeria's economy cannot be overemphasized. Apart from being the cheaper and cleaner source of energy, it is also the most accessible. Here's a short documentary on the advantages of CNG in our daily lives.
Nigeria, Africa's most populous nation, has faced notable challenges in providing fuel for transportation despite its vast natural resources. With a population of over 200 million and a thriving economy, the demand for fuel far exceeds the supply. This has led to frequent fuel shortages and a heavy reliance on costly, polluting alternatives such as imported petrol and diesel. However, compressed natural gas (CNG) offers promising solution as a cleaner and more cost-effective alternative to traditional fossil fuels. CNG can maximize Nigeria's abundant natural gas reserves to improve power generation, transportation, and industrial use.
Nigeria sits on over 200 trillion scf of gas, probably more. So we are more of a gas country than really an oil country. That means that we have a lot of gas to drive the economy. And gas, from the federal government's perspective, is a transition fuel. So we have everything it takes to make gas the transition fuel for the country.
Expanding CNG's infrastructure could reduce fuel imports, lower emissions, and provide more reliable energy source, fostering economic growth and creating a sustainable energy future for Nigeria.
We are going to be replicating these kind of stations all over the country. There's a plan to commission another 12 more in the next couple of days in Lagos alone, then a couple in Abuja, and all over the country our partners are beginning to commission different CNGs. As people begin to see the rollout, they begin to trust it.
As I feed the CNG for here now, they go like they go Abuja now. I feed the topper for Benin. To carry me go to Abuja, come back to Benin again.
The presidential CNG initiative launched by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu aims to harness the power of compressed natural gas to drive a cleaner and more sustainable energy future.
Nigerians obviously are looking at CNG as an alternative to regular petrol, and that is why NGML, that is NNPC Gas Market Limited, is the premier leader. But we also work with our partners scattered all over the country.
We engage our principal partner in the CNG business in the country. This, no doubt, is Mr. President's commitment to ensure that value is retained where it should be.
The landmark collaboration will expand Nigerian CNG infrastructure, improve access to CNG, and accelerate the adoption of a cheaper and cleaner alternative fuel for buses, cars, and keke napep.
Kudos to the presidential CNG initiative. Built well over 150 kilometers of pipeline in Lagos alone. And that whole initiative has helped us also build similar infrastructure in other parts of the country.
In this current plan and current partnership with the NNPC, we will be extending 35 CNG stations. Out of these, 3 CNG stations will be mother CNG stations.
The project includes the installation of high-capacity refueling facilities for dual fuel and CNG-powered trucks along major truck routes.
My name is Oluwatosin Ibiwoye. I'm an e-hailing driver. Hearing the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu push for CNG, and in fact insisting on government vehicles using CNG, it's really impressive.
While the number of CNG stations nationwide are limited, they are strategically located across various regions in the country.
My name is Mustafa Ismail. I'm from Katsina, Untua local government. I'm riding diesel truck. Ina son ku fahimta akan wannan CNG sai an gwada akan sanna kwarai. Amma idan kai amfani da CNG za ka gane cewa naka gaskiya ne.
I have saved the triple of the money that I used in converting it because the cost of filling this is 4,000 naira.
The Presidential CNG Initiative will take this nation from gas to prosperity, and this signifies a renewed commitment to a cleaner environment, economic growth, and a better quality of life for all Nigerians.
And that's our wrap on the show this week. Thanks for investing your time with us. If you missed any parts of it or previous episodes, you can catch up by scanning the QR code on your screen now. Remember to follow us on all our social media handles shown on your screen to get updates of events in Nigeria's energy sector and other activities of NNPC Limited. Thanks again for watching. I'm Egusa Bigumbo. See you again.